Okay, so let's talk about symmetry. Symmetry is basically what a line, the way it looks is exactly the same on either side of something. For example, you can have a line, let's take an inverted line, and I know it's not drawn correctly, but this has symmetry. You've got an equal portion of line going up this way, and an equal one going down this way. You can do it with parabolas too. Down the vertex, there's an equal amount of slope curved here, and same curve here. There are not many lines that have symmetry to them. But how do you detect what has symmetry and what doesn't? Well, if you have a point of x, y on a graph, if a point at negative x, y is on this roughly the same place on a graph that x, y would be, then you've got y-axis symmetry. So if you've got a place like 3, 0, and you've got another place of 3, negative 3, 0, there's your y symmetry. Quick sketch. Three, 0. Actually, it's probably better to show you when this isn't 0. Say 2. So 3, 2, and negative 3, 2. And let's just say, for the heck of it, there's an absolute value of something. Just so we can make a couple lines to show you. This line is equal to this line. It's just flipped over the y-axis. So this is actually symmetrical on the y-axis. The folding point. If you think of it like taking a piece of paper, dropping some ink on one side, then folding the paper in half and closing it, then reopening it, you'd have the same mark on both sides. That's symmetry. Think of it, this, your y-axis, as the fold point where everything will be copied to the other side. Now let's say you've got a xy coordinate, but you've got something more like negative x, negative y. Then you've got origin around, you've got symmetry around the origin. So let's say we've got that 3, 2 coordinate again. Negative 3, negative 2. Three and 2, negative 3, negative 2. Axis around the symmetry around the origin, 0, 0. And there's still one more that you can do. If you've got an x coordinate and an xy coordinate, compare it to an x negative y coordinate. You'll have you'll have x-axis symmetry. Symmetry around the x-axis, your folding point in this case. So 3, 2, 3, negative 2. Now, of course, my drawing isn't to scale, so it doesn't look the same. But if you graph this out, the folding point, the x-axis, means that this dot will be on the same place on this side of the x-axis. And that is how you do symmetry with lines and points.